3:19. I felt great.
I could tell.
Did that feel great for you, Josh?
That was a shock to the system.
I've got a really exciting video today. Today I will be filming Jake Smith. Jake Smith is a 60 minutes and 31 seconds half marathoner, a 2:11 marathon runner who wasn't even training for a marathon, was pacing and then ended up winning the race and finishing in 2:11. I'll be meeting him at the track and he'll be doing a session as he targets a 27 minute and 28 second 10k. He's trying to qualify for the World Championships 10,000 meter race and trying to represent GB. I can't wait to meet up with Jake. It's an amazing episode. It's quite long. We're gonna do the track session and then I'm gonna ask him a few questions afterwards, so stay to the end to get a bit of insight into Jake's training. I'll put chapters along the bottom so you can click to where you want in the video, and I hope you enjoy this video. Make sure you go and follow Jake on Instagram and his YouTube channel, and of course Strava, where he puts the longest, most detailed descriptions ever, and I hope you enjoy this episode.
Get a lot of that.
They're mates.
Honestly, this track has seen some quick times. This is why I did my time trial.
I was going to say, is this where you do your time trial?
Yeah, Piers has run 2:19 or 2:20 for a K.
Oh wow. And what did you run for your time trial?
28 flat.
Didn't have the sprint finish in you to do.
You know I don't have sprint finish.
With Tumbos as well. Free dragonfly.
So thanks for inviting me down.
Oh, thank you.
Looking forward to seeing a session in person. We see a lot on Strava.
Yes.
We all love it on Strava, so it's good to see you do a session in person.
The way I write now, there's no point in you coming to watch.
No,
so
I know. You can write a book just with your Strava sessions.
I need to get my narration up.
Yeah. So what's the session today?
So, it's 1200. So I'll just go because there's different rests. But it's all like off the jog.
Yeah.
So it's 1200, 800, 400, then K63, then 852, and each one, so we start at like 10k pace, being given like, I can show you after, like show you on notes, I've like written down the times, and then at the end, after last 200, 4 minutes jog, and we're doing a 2k, but it's like in and out, so the offs are 36 to 40 seconds, and the ins, well the faster ones, 30 to 32. So it's basically, don't know where it's going to come out of.
Sounds pretty tasty.
Yeah, so it's just trying to get, because I'm in training for the 10k, making 66 feel easy.
Yeah.
So with the first rep, we'll like take it back, step it back a bit, and then in each set, just get a bit quicker.
Yeah.
So I have like target times, and I'll show you on like a piece of paper after. But it should be good.
So that's the goal. You're training for 10,000 on the track.
Yes, at Highgate. That's the goal.
World Champs trial.
Yep.
And who are your big competitors?
Oh, I mean, Mark Scott's already got the time.
Yeah.
Who else?
Paddy's got the time.
Paddy's got the time. Paddy Diva.
Yeah.
Emil will be dangerous. Sam Atkin. Charles Hicks. Another famous YouTuber.
Yeah, it should be a good field and a good race.
Oh, it'll be interesting.
And what's the time you need to do for the qualifying time?
27:28. I mean, you may have seen on they're giving £5,000 to the person who breaks the record on the track.
What's the record?
27:36.
So have you run
about 10 of us.
Are they only giving one prize out?
They're only giving one prize and we're setting off faster than it.
Yeah. So someone's taken home the pot.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Just hope for some decent conditions then.
Well, you know there's a beer tent.
Yeah.
Apparently it's 150 metres long now. You have that into a headwind, then when you come out with a tailwind, we could fly.
Yeah. I've never really thought about that.
No, I know.
The beer tent can actually help you out a little bit.
100%. But I think it's going to be a lot of drunk. It's going to be great fun.
a lot of beer sprayed all over you.
Whatever happens, me and my girlfriend, I was like, you know what, screw it. After a race, because I put in a big block, 8:30 a.m. the next morning, flight to Berlin, that night straight to a Berlin ice bar. So whatever happens, I drown my sorrows. But what's quite good is there's 3 times up for 3 times, because you know there's like commies,
Yeah.
Euros. So there's like, also have to think about them. So Euro time is 28.15, commies 28 flat.
Yeah. So you're going for worlds and then consolations,
Yeah.
Europeans or commies.
Yeah. But because you may have seen Uganda like absolutely smash myself, so I was like really ill after it. So I might do, there's talk of another big race in June.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at like, we'll see, maybe FBK games or something, the Ethiopian trials, just get on the back of them.
Nice.
Give them 3 weeks. But yeah, Highgate is just,
It all depends on Highgate then,
Yeah.
on the result there,
yeah.
for what your season looks like.
Like if I don't come top 2, I'm not going,
Yeah.
because they'll give out, you don't know who's going to not come back from America.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
It's very exciting.
You coming to watch?
Hopefully, yeah. I don't want to miss out. What are you using? Chorus now?
Yeah.
Chorus pace, is it?
Yeah, chorus pace too. I kind of snapped the. Yeah, it actually works better because it doesn't like flap around now.
Got a new 5k PB case.
Oh, thanks.
And a fastest mile. I forgot my watch.
I still don't know what I was going to say. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's using my watch.
Never got a performance initial with excellent.
Boats for a good session.
Oh, the car.
I don't know if I can actually wear this.
You knew you were going to be on camera, right? And this is what you turned up in.
I'm going
It's on the beach.
I'm going to change my shorts. I'm only joking. I thought this might
He's trying to steal the limelight.
When you can't keep up with him.
Look at me! So today we have come to the Welsh Valleys, Tonopandi, on the track to train with Jake Smith and Josh Lunn. Jake Smith is a professional athlete who has recently signed with Nike and the NN running team, and I can't wait to see him in action on the track. I've seen him on Strava, all these amazing sessions, I've seen him race, and now I get to watch him on the track and share it with all you guys.
And I'd rather first rep be on the slow side so we can build instead of smashing it and being dead.
So they are starting with a 1200 meter rep, and then I think it's 2-minute jog recovery.
felt great. Bit quick.
What were you looking for?
Well, the max was 3:21.
Okay.
3:19.
Very nice.
3:19. I felt great.
I could tell.
Did that feel great for you, Josh?
That was a shock to the system.
You take first up.
Well, I went 2:48 and I was gone. Yeah, I'll do 400 minimum. I'll try to get 5:56 maybe.
Sorry?
I can try and do a bit more, but it depends what sort of pace.
Oh no, 66.
Okay,
So literally first lap.
kind of what we did.
Yeah.
This 200 is so quick.
Yeah.
You should go straight in.
Yeah. Yeah. Just hold on. Ready? Let's go. That was supposed to be too close.
209?
Yeah.
Nice.
What's this, 90? Let's start going into the wind. Okay, we're starting over there.
What do you want to go for in? Like 30? 31?
No, it's supposed to be
The same as-
62, 64.
It's the same as that basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
You're looking good, you're looking smooth. Looking
Yeah, because
confident.
when I was in Uganda, I lost a lot of weight
Yeah.
and I just lost the strength.
Yeah.
So now, I found a perfect range for me. Like they say about you need to be utter crap. I've run my best at heavier and since Uganda, for 3 kilos, I would not be able to hit these splits.
Yeah.
No chance. So yeah, you just need to find your perfect weight. And that's a big thing.
You struggle with the food in Uganda.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, my iron and hemoglobin went so low.
Yeah.
So yeah, getting better though.
Well, yeah, you can see
Turn
that.
around.
So they're ready to go again. It's pretty windy on this side of the track, but doesn't seem to be stopping them. They're both looking really smooth, and Jake is looking really strong.
It should feel easier. Yeah.
Time won't kill me.
No, it's only 5 minutes.
No, it's 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes.
5 minutes, 2 minutes.
Woo! I hate short stuff. 4:65. Because we're
No,
so
wait.
far ahead.
I'm a bit apprehensive with this 2K.
Katie, can you get this on the next lap?
It's nice to get a bit jelly legs.
Let's go.
One, 2, 3, 4,
2:07.
2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about this 2K.
Yeah, same. Ready? .32, but I'll probably hit like 32.
He says this every time. Yeah, we just hit 32. 28.
How you both feeling?
So,
I'm not that fit, so it's a bloodbath doing a session with Jay regardless. So this is probably just a bit worse.
Train with the best.
That's it, gotta help him out.
yeah, we have a long run tomorrow. Yeah, and that 100 minutes. It's a progression.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
after this,
This is just a warm up.
Yeah. Just to get the legs turning over.
let's go.
You should do it.
You should. Yeah. Let's go.
So that's a horrible way to run 400, isn't it?
Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Nah. 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 I feel sick.
Did you see the locals watching on the last few laps? They're more in amazement.
You got crap on your back now.
It probably is crap, yeah.
It's where they walk their dogs, Jake.
That is the worst thing in the world, that last bit.
Oh, it's horrendous. You know when you said to me, keep going, I was like, I'm trying.
5:45 ain't bad after
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty good.
Matt, let's get this time! Let's get this time!
Oh,
What a pacer.
yeah, that was hard.
I know, like, you know, I told you I got quite ill in that.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do 12 to 15 by K at 250, and I was like, for a minute, I was like, okay, I've done it so much faster before. How when the boys paced me, did 467, stopped, I couldn't run.
It was 467, it's not 400.
Look at today.
467.
Insane.
Thanks for that.
Sorry?
Cool down?
I've no idea.
Oh, can we use your watch?
So that was an insane session by Jake and an absolute pleasure to watch. Can't believe how fast I had to cycle to keep up with him. It's so great to see him running so well. It's exciting to see what he'll do at the trials. And I just really hope he runs the time and puts himself in the mix and maybe goes to the World Champs for the 10,000. So Jake and Josh and Katie are just doing a little cool down. When they finish, I'm going to try and ask Jake a few questions about his training and about how he's feeling about the 10,000 coming up and his time in Uganda. And yeah, I just find him such a fascinating athlete. One of the great things about Jake is his enthusiasm, and that comes across both in his training, in his racing, and just when you meet him, his personality, you can see how much he loves the sport. And yeah, I think it's good for the sport, and I'm looking forward to hearing what he's got to say. So last week you paced at Rotterdam.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
That was it was mad. I was a bit nervous going into it because you may have, like, if you follow me on Strava and Instagram, I had, when I came back from Uganda, I had 2 weeks of like illness, went to the doctors, went to the hospital, and you know what it's like when you have, like, well, especially for me, a week off, and because I hadn't done anything really hard, so I was like running, I was like, every session I was getting quicker, and the week before I think, well, I did a 10k on and off just in this like local race, and I ran 29:50, and I was really happy, and then I was like, okay, next week I need to go through in about 29:25, so I was like, as a pacer, so I was like a little bit nervous, but got to Rotterdam, and I feel like every session was getting better, and it was crazy because I know like Gary Lowe, Bashir Abdi Nagay, and I remember getting there on the Thursday because it was like the NN anniversary. Went to the gym after, just a small gym. It was me, Bashir and Abdi. Those two were on the bikes, and the cross training was about half a metre in front of them, so they were just looking at my ass the whole time for 30-40 minutes, but it was amazing. And honestly, I think I'm going back to Rotterdam. My aim is, like, I'll just put it out there, I want to win Rotterdam Marathon, and there was a million people on that course just watching, and it was crazy. And I was supposed to stop at 15k, but you know, like, I love to go a bit further, so I went to 18k, and then about 5 minutes later, I knew like Nick Bester and Matt Fox, sorry, I forgot his name. Matt Fox were doing it, so I was like, okay, I'll wait for them. 5 minutes later, I was like, you know what, boys, I'll pace you for another 10k, and yeah, I paced from 10k, and after about 5-6k, one of the guys who's with Global as well, this South African guy, I was shouting at him, I was like, come help me pace. So took them over the bridge to 28k, they were looking good. The one thing that was annoying me, when I was running through, hitting the splits, they were still talking, so I was like, come on, boys. But again, it's like I've said about you, those two, like, they're such big influences, so good to watch their YouTube channels, and it was crazy. And I think everyone needs to go to Rotterdam. It's a beautiful city, and I think it's one of the fastest marathons in the world.
It looks like an amazing race, and it must have been pretty special turning up to an NN race.
Yeah.
After just joining the team.
Yeah, it was mad because, like I said, there was like this 5-year anniversary party. So on the Thursday, and I met everyone. So there's Josh Hermans, so he's the Olympic Korean NN, and he's really nice. And I think he doesn't drink anymore or anything alcohol, because I think he's got well, he doesn't drink anyway, so I think I owe him like a Coke or a water or something. So everyone there is absolutely lovely, which is what you want part of the team. Because when I first joined it, you know, you look at the names like Kipchoge, Joshua. Before I pace as well, I got a message off Kipchoge, but I'm still not sure if it was the guys taking the piss out of me before, like, on the table, because you never know if it's like their account or anything. Yeah. But I was reading it, I was like, it better be him. It better be him. But yeah, it was a crazy, surreal moment.
Would you like to go out and train in Kenya?
Oh, that's like the aim. I think.
Would you go back to Uganda?
Oh, I definitely want to go back to Uganda. Like, I got on so well with it. It's quite nice, like, to think before university, I was like a 15:30 runner. Now Joshua messaging me every now and then, making sure I'm all right. Yeah. So, yeah, he's really nice, and I'd love to go back. It's just, I think next time, like I've said to you, like if you've seen my YouTube, like I've put my hands up. I train too hard, but I also struggle with the food, my weight, and stuff. So, I think I'll maybe document, like put up a YouTube video or something saying about what went wrong, and if anyone was to ask me. But one place I want to go to is potentially Ethiopia. So I was speaking to Gary Lowe about it, and you see Bashir and Abdi Nagay train there, because yeah, I think most people know when I run a 60, I'm quite happy, but it's not speedy. So I'm going to step up to, like, I will be a marathon runner. So you need to train with the best. So
I've heard you say on podcasts that the reason you haven't stepped up to the marathon properly yet, apart from that pacing where you ran a 2:11, is because you want to medal at the Olympics the marathon in the future.
That's the aim. I mean, Josh wants to run he's going for the 2024 Olympics, so it's like we're going for it. But like you see, like that's why I turned down my world champs position this year, because like what did Kipchoge do? He ran a 14:20:25 at the Olympics and he broke everyone. And look what he's run over the 15 5k. Like I know I'm not going to run as fast as that, but if I can get quicker. So for example, that's why I'm doing the speed work now as young, because then my aim in 2024, 2028 is to win gold, and that's the aim. And I know the way I'm training and stuff, so I just need to get a bit quicker. If I get into a last K against these guys, I'm absolutely screwed. So hopefully I can like put a big surge in with like 35k. So that's why I haven't stepped up just yet, and I just want to focus. Like last year, for example, at the BMCs, I was coming 12th in a 1500, but I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And these little kids were coming up to me like 4 or 5 years younger and like, I beat you and stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, that's the aim.
So you had the world champs time, but did you say that you didn't want to be considered, or?
Yeah, so they messaged me, because world champs is what, July, early July or something, and they messaged me and they said, look, do you want to do it? Because there was only me, Chris Thompson and Josh Griffiths who had the time. And I was thinking, it's right in the peak middle of summer, and I think if I did step up to the marathon, I can't maybe necessarily say like no to any of the shorter stuff. Like I think if I did it this summer, I would never do like a 15, a 3k, maybe 5k. You saw like Ben Collins with 5k, but I want to just enjoy my track season. So whatever happens this summer, like if I don't get a 10k time, I would love to go to one of the champs, but if I don't get a 10k time, I just want to enjoy it and do 15s, 3ks. See about that 4-minute mile. You never know, it'd be crazy to do that. But
so what does that leave in the autumn? Is it break 60 and a half, or?
Yeah, break 60, and I think we'll see. Like there have been talks. My dream would be. I'll just put it out there, and then hear me, but my dream would be London Marathon, Kipchoge, me pacing him. That would be unreal. But yeah, I mean, there's World Half in China as well, and because I came 18th, like, I want to see if I can get through a good summer season, get quick.
When's the World Half? What month?
November.
Okay. And
it's in Yangzhou. Because I used to live in Hong Kong. I've been there twice, so I know the area quite well. So people are coming past, I'm like, yeah, I know this area. But it would be cool, because right now I'm getting to a stage where I don't really want to win, like run times. I almost want to like compete for the win. So you know me, I'm just going to go off with them. So that's why I'm using this summer, just to get a bit quicker.
I really like that attitude that yes, you want to run fast, but you want to win medals, you want to win races. So you're prioritising your speed now.
Oh, 100%. You see,
because you could have stepped up to the marathon last year, or
exactly.
This year.
I think the big example I would say is, I think it was 2016. Was it 2016 where Matt Centrowitz won the 15?
Yeah.
And like you may have seen the comments. Like I think no offence, but the Paralympians, they ran the 1500. What was it?
Slowest ever.
Yeah, slowest ever. And the guys who did the Paralympics ran quicker than the 15 final. But at the end of the day, Centrowitz won a gold medal. You can never take that off him.
Yeah.
And I think that like almost inspired me, because I'm like, when you're younger, you almost just want to hit times, but you're like, he's run 3:52. He could do that 5-6 times in reps and stuff, and he's just won a gold medal. So it doesn't matter about times. You look at the Olympics, Kipchoge, maybe top 10 ran under the Olympic time in Japan, and it's just, who cares now? It's just about winning, and Yeah, the only two I would love to do is sub 60 and the sub 4 minute mile, because that's a big marathon. But we'll see. It'll be literally flat out, no speed, flat out. Yeah, but yeah, it'll be cool to do.
Oh, awesome. And last question, heart rate game. You go on about it on Strava all the time. What is the heart rate game?
So the heart rate game is, so I did some testing quite a few months ago, and I found, like, may have seen, like, I know my, like, recovery zones, easy zones. I need to go back and, like, do it again, but I've kind of gone off that. And for example, you see my cross training, and sometimes, like, I know you have Swift, and Swift is unreal, but sometimes when you're just like on a cross train, it gets a bit boring. So I say to Katie, my girlfriend, I'm like, okay, my recovery zone's up to 130, just give me a random number and I'm gonna try and hit it. So you see me, like, going there, and if it's for the last, maybe sometimes you've seen, like, the last 5 minutes, my heart rate gets high because I need to get to 128, 129, but it just makes it a bit more fun. And I think as well, like this morning, for example, because I know my recovery heart rate's under 130, so I just picked a random number, I pick it in the morning, and I just go to that because it just makes it a bit more interesting. I know I'm not getting fatigued, I know I'm working in the right zones, and I'm a big fan of heart rate. Like, a lot of people might not use heart rate, but for me, I think it's a great idea, and especially because when I went to Uganda, because I wasn't really focusing on it, you saw me, like, really go downhill, whereas now, like, I've been able to hit quite really good sessions recently, because I think it's because I've been making sure my heart rate's in a good zone.
So you're using heart rate more to hold yourself back?
Yes.
On your easy days and your steady days?
So the person I'm talking to in a minute, like, for example, he's gone through my testing, and you may have seen some easy runs. He said you can go up to 150 max, because that's like my high range.
Yeah.
So there's some runs in Cardiff I'm almost having to walk up the hills because I'm like, I cannot let it go above 150, but it just makes sure, like, it almost gives you that mental boost as well, because you come back from a run and you're like, okay, my heart rate's that low, I'm not going to feel as fatigued or anything. So I've got a lot of questions about the heart rate game, and a lot of people take the piss out of me, like that Inside Jogging podcast. Matt and Aaron go through, I don't want to read Jake's essays, but I think it's every week they say that, I just write more and more just to piss them off. But yeah, it's great fun.
What about sessions? Do you look at your heart rate on that, or is it just hitting splits?
So sometimes for tempos, I've been given, for example, so when I was, like, getting back into it, because there's, like, a lactic turn point, and it's normally about 185, 183 to 185 for me. So when I was doing some sessions, like on the road especially, because you never know with, like, GPS or anything, so they tell my the coach I'm working with, who says, like, okay, don't let it go above 184, 185, because then you're going to hit lactic. And so that's when I'm looking at it on the road. But when it's on the track, it's just full gas. Like today I got to 191. I couldn't have told you, but I was, like you've seen, I was on the floor at the end. So when it comes to track sessions, I never look at it. But when on the road, because like I said, you're, at the end of the day, like with cross training, your body doesn't know what you're doing. So if you're working to the right heart rate zones, you're still going to get the same benefit.
Perfect, thank you very much. Cheers for inviting me down.
I loved it. You have to come back.
Absolutely.
When you're back running.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.